Yo 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 yo.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's what do we do?
It's Monday.
I forgot how to do it. Oh, peace to the planet. It's Monday.
Yes, it's Monday. Good morning.
Man, we are here. Drop on the clues bombs for just being alive in 2023. January 9th, we are broadcasting live from the new Breakfast Club studios, the Breakfast Club mothership.
Yep.
And in typical Breakfast Club fashion, it's not done.
No, it's not finished.
No, it's not done. It's
Almost.
not done. Is it ever, though?
Yeah, I mean, we about, 80% done, I would say.
80? First of all, why do you sound like that? You got a nose job over there?
I did not get a nose job
over there? Let's be honest. Don't you come in here lying on this January 9th.
I did not get a nose job.
You got a nose job.
No, I did get surgery.
Few episodes on CBS. You get a couple of get a couple of guest appearances on East New York.
I was on last night. Yes.
Little Hollywood. Now you got a nose job.
No, I did not get a nose job, but I did have surgery. My wife was complaining that I was snoring a lot. So I had surgery to remove the polyps in my nose. They said it would be a 20-minute surgery. It wound up being a 2-hour surgery because I had so many polyps in my nose.
Now, what are polyps in your nose? Because I got a colonoscopy last month, and they said I had no polyps in my ass or in my colon or whatever. So why are the polyps be in your nose?
I guess it's from pollen. I guess it's from whatever I was breathing, whatever it was in. It caused bumps and things on my nose that made my passage to breathe.
You sound like a Jackson.
Difficult.
I don't know which one. Michael, Janet, Jesse. You sound like a Jackson.
So for the next 4 or 5 weeks, it's healing. So my voice is sounding a little crazy, but I can smell Alaska right now. He
was talking to me this morning. I'm like, who the hell is talking in this room right now? I thought the acoustics in this room was off like hell.
Yes.
You sound like Michelle A. There's something in your heart.
Yo, shut up. You make me insecure.
Why?
And I'm just messing with you.
But so you had surgery on your nose?
I had surgery in my nose, so it cleaned everything up. So I didn't have a nose job. So, but yeah, it cleaned everything up. I don't snore. I can smell a lot better. It's not nasally. It's the way I'm supposed to sound, and the way I'm supposed to.
That is not the way you're supposed to sound. I don't care what they tell you. The doctor's telling you that to make you feel better about yourself. You are not supposed to sound like that.
Well, let's move on to your butt. How was your colonoscopy?
I'm good. I don't got no polyps. All right, my butt's talking a little weird. That's about it. My butt sounds a little strange. But other than that, it's great.
I did hear that after your colonoscopy, you were excited.
No, I did. I woke up with a big stiffy, crazy erection. Nobody still. Well, no, I did have a couple of doctors explain to me why that was, but I don't remember now. That was a while ago. Feel free to call in and refresh my memory. Why?
All right.
You still haven't gotten yours?
No, because they put me to sleep when I got my surgery.
Yeah,
and they couldn't put me to sleep twice in like 2-3 weeks, so they had to push it back to January 22nd.
Hey, drop on the clues bomb for anesthesia. Lord have mercy. Anesthesia is so amazing. I never had anesthesia until
this was my first time too.
Man, when they tell you that you're going to be out within seconds, you out within seconds. If I could sleep like that on the regular, Lord have mercy.
The lady was like, if you just move to the left a little bit, I moved to the left. Next thing I knew, they were finishing.
To the left, and then you woke up sounding like Beyonce.
Oh, shut up. All right, well, let's get the show cracking. Front page news. We got to talk about something sad that went down in Newport News.
I don't want to do that. No, we're not starting off the year talking about sad things now.
Well, we got to talk about it. We'll get to it next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Love you better than I do.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club.
You know what's so funny? They got a piece of paper in here that says, they remind us to say, morning, everybody. We're the Breakfast Club. I'm DJ Envy, and I'm Charlamagne the God. As if we forgot who we were.
Just in case.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, let's get in some front page news. NFL. Chiefs beat the Raiders. The Steelers beat the Browns. Vikings beat the Bears. Dolphins beat the Jets. Panthers beat the Saints. 49ers beat the Cardinals. Seahawks beat the Rams. The Broncos beat the Chargers. Jaguars beat the Titans. Bengals beat the Ravens. The Bills beat the Patriots. The Falcons beat the Buccaneers. Texans beat the Colts. The Commanders washed the Cowboys. Washed.
Let me tell you something. As a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan, I want y'all to know that I have absolutely no faith in us for this wild card game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, okay? We are too inconsistent. Dak Prescott is throwing too many interceptions, and I don't know what happened to our defense, and we're going up against Tom Brady. Tom Brady is undefeated against the Cowboys, and the Dallas Cowboys are 1-4 when playing on grass, and we got to go to Tampa Bay. So I'm just letting you know. I'm hoping for the best. You know what I mean? But expecting the worst.
All right. Well, the Eagles beat the Giants. The Giants took out all their star players, all first string players. So the DJ he wasn't the quarterback. Saquon Barkley didn't play. They took everybody out.
Oh, y'all going home first round against Minnesota Vikings too?
We almost beat Minnesota last week.
I don't care what y'all almost did. We beat them. All right, we blew Minnesota out, and I still have no faith that we're gonna beat Tampa Bay this week. Y'all going home this week.
And the Lions beat the Packers. And like you said, next Monday you guys are playing the Buccaneers at 8:15.
It's Monday?
Yeah, next Monday at 8:15, and we're playing the Vikings Sunday at 4:30. Yo, shut up, man.
Crazy. You sound like a new Muppet, bro.
Yo, shut up, man.
For real. You know they got the new Muppet series coming. I think it's on Disney Plus. You sound like one of them.
Yo, shut up. Now, we got a shout out to DeMar Hamlin. He's showing major improvement. If you don't know, in the game last week, the Bills, he tackled somebody and he got up and then fell right back out. But right now, he's breathing on his own. They're saying he's talking with loved ones. He's been watching the games. He's been tweeting the whole time. So, and they did approve for him to get paid because I guess in his contract, if he goes on injury, he does not get his full contract, which does include his health benefits, but he is going to get paid and he is going to get his health benefits and his fundraiser, which he does to give kids to his local area. I think at one time it was like $2,500. Now it's at $8.5 million. He received $8.5 in donations.
Salute to that brother, man. Scary situation. And I think we take for granted that, every Sunday and Monday and Thursday night we watch people go out there and really, really, truly risk their life.
Fact.
And it's actually, great that we don't see more of that. Because you would think as dangerous as, football is and
right.
as crazy as they be hitting each other, you would see more situations like that. But by the grace of God, we don't. So salute to that brother.
All right. And lastly, a sad story. Shout out to everybody in the 757. That's my second home. I went to Hampton, Virginia. Went to Hampton University, I should say, in Hampton, Virginia. A 6-year-old is being investigated right now for shooting a teacher at Newport News elementary school.
That's crazy.
They believe him and the teacher had an altercation, an argument, maybe something that he didn't agree with. They believed he took his family's gun and came to school and fired one round, which hit the teacher.
The fact that 6 years old, that's how he chooses to resolve conflict. Like, what are we instilling in our babies in this country?
Yeah. The shooting came 6 days into the new year. They said all students were evacuated. The students were, had to call their mothers, were all scared.
You think?
They had flashbacks watching this on the news and TV. So they don't know what they're going to do as of now, if they're going to charge the parents or how is it going to work? Because, he's 6 years old, so he can't be charged as an adult. So what happens in that case? And do you charge the parents? Did the parents hide the gun?
Yeah, who taught him how to fire a firearm at 6 years old? I know you could take kids to the range at 8, but who taught him how to fire a firearm at 6 years old?
And it also talks about, where this gun was. Was the gun cocked and had a bullet in the chamber? And like you said, the fact that he was able to shoot this gun and carry this gun,
a lot
of questions.
You definitely got to keep your firearms away from your children. But, man, there's no parent in the world expecting their 6-year-old to go get the gun and take it to school to shoot a teacher. You're not even thinking that's something that your 6-year-old would even think about. Like, that's a well thought out plan of action that this 6-year-old had. And the fact that he didn't say it, or he was he, right?
Yeah.
He didn't say that. He didn't tell anybody at 6 years old. 6-year-olds tell everything.
Yeah. Yeah. And the fact of what you said earlier, that he feels like this is the way to handle a problem is the problem.
Let me tell you something. I was in Ghana over the holiday break, right? And there's a lightness you feel in countries that don't have a gun culture. There's a heaviness in America that you feel as soon as you touch down because of a lot of things, but one is definitely because of the gun culture in our society, because you just never know where it can go down at. Think about that. We're talking about a 6-year-old who took a gun to school and shot a teacher. Nobody's expecting to hear anything like that. Nobody's expecting to see anything like that. That is the culture that exists in this country. And when you go to other places that don't have a gun culture, it's a certain lightness to that country.
And actually, one of the moms of one of the students in the school spoke about exactly what you said.
Okay, that's the biggest problem in this country. The statistics in the UK for crime is 0 for guns. Why is it so bad? Why is there a 7-year-old with a bloody gun? Come on, think about it. Let's do something. We've got a new governor now. Let's do something. Let's change it. You've got a beautiful country. You've got beautiful people. But what's the problem? Guns. That's what I'm pissed off with. I'm only here because my husband's in the military, or otherwise I would not have chosen to come to this country.
All right, well, that's your front page news.
And that is DJ Envy. I'm Charlamagne the God. I know my voice sounds the same. My voice sounds normal. This is not a new co-host. We have not started rotating co-hosts yet. That is DJ Envy over there. He had a nose job.
I did not have
over
a
the
nose
holiday
job.
break. It looks good though.
I had surgery.
They took off just enough.
No,
it looks subtle.
I did not have a nose job.
If you didn't tell me you had it,
yo, shut up, man.
I wouldn't even notice.
People gonna believe you. No, I did not have a nose job. I had
clearly did.
surgery on my nose to remove the polyp so I can breathe better and not have sleep apnea and be able to sleep without snoring. That's why.
I never know you can get polyps in your nose. Can polyps in your nose turn cancerous?
I don't know.
I never
That's
heard
a good question.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No,
But anyway.
I didn't have none in my ass when I got my colonoscopy last month.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Congratulations on the new show, The Breakfast Couple. I know it's been a long time coming to get to this point. You know.
The Breakfast Couple is funny as hell.
I know it's been a long time. You've been trying to get to this point, so big ups to y'all. Congratulations on The Breakfast Couple.
We're still a club, bro.
Goodbye,
We're still a
Dookie.
club. We actually got a lot more members that y'all don't even see behind the scenes. And, we're going to start rotating guest hosts later this week, right?
That's right.
Later this week. So we still a club. Trust me.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning. It's Tawana from Boston.
Hey,
Peace,
Tawana.
Tawana.
Hi. I just want to say I'm so happy you guys are back. I've been waiting. I'm a teacher in Boston, and I listen to you guys every day on iHeartRadio. And last week, it was a struggle because you guys were not on the air, but I'm glad you guys are back.
We happy to be back.
Well,
we
thank you,
used to
Mama.
be on in Boston, but Jammin' 94.5 kicked us off. I think we was too black for Boston.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yep. I was so disappointed, but I'm glad you guys are on iHeartRadio.
Word. Salute to
thank you,
Ashley
Mama.
out there, though. Ashley in the morning.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, what's going on, Envy? It's Rick.
Rick, welcome back, Rick.
Yeah, welcome back to you guys, too, man. Happy New Year.
Damn, Rick, you sound almost as different as Envy. You had a nose job, too?
Yeah, shut up.
I just said DJ Elmo, and now you pick it on me. Yep. Nah, man. Maybe it's his phone. I don't know. Verizon sucks sometimes. Anyway, I'm just calling because I want to wish you guys a Happy New Year. I'm glad to hear you guys back. We've gotten to this point in our lives, man, where, I know for a fact that I got to this point in my life where I'm hearing so many of my people falling out, dropping, people dying, and I'm just grateful for life, man. I'm grateful to be here.
Same.
I'm grateful to, because I'm going to turn 41 in a couple of days. And now, I'm hearing of how many people I know that, are passing on. They're losing grandparents. They're losing parents. And hearing about this little boy with the gun just shows how crazy society is deteriorating. And we got to appreciate life, man, because you never know when it's going to be taken away,
Nah, absolutely. That's why I actually got the surgery, because, I kept hearing about people dying from sleep apnea, dying in their sleep. So it was something I was like, you know what, let me take care of it now. That's why for the last, 3-4 weeks, I kind of took off. I haven't been traveling. I couldn't travel because of my nose and, just trying to, we got to make sure we check on ourselves, man. Like you said, as we getting older, we got to check on ourselves, make sure we go to the doctor. Don't think because you 20 or you 21 that you healthy. Go to the doctor, get checked out, check your heart, check your body, listen to your body, you know what I mean?
To be honest, because we grew up in a generation where, we still feel, in my 40s, I still feel young, right? But your body is gradually making those changes. You got to still go to the doctor and check up on yourself. In your mind, you feel young, you feel like you can keep up, but your body's making chemical changes that you got to take care of if you want to still maintain your lifestyle and maintain your health.
Hey, Rick, I'm wearing a heart monitor right now. You know what I mean? It's one of them things you got to wear for a month, and then, you got to send your results. And even
Go ahead.
Go
ahead. I wanted to ask you a question.
No, that's all. I'm wearing a heart monitor right now. I did a bunch of stuff over the holidays. I got my colonoscopy. I really got my heart looked at, and everything's stable. But I got to wear this for a month. But you're right. You got to take care of yourself,
Take
man.
care of yourself.
Bro, I went to the doctor, and the lady said, "How much do you weigh?" I said, 190. I went on the scale. I was 212.
Damn,
Goodness gracious.
What the hell's going on?
How tall are you,
I've
Rick?
been on my health journey myself. I'm 6 feet.
Okay, all right.
Can you look down and see your penis?
I can still see it, which is awesome. But you know what I mean?
Which is
I was
awesome.
nervous for a little bit.
Yeah, when you look down and can't see your penis because your stomach too big, that's the problem.
Jesus. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Right? There's your side, his side, and the truth. So make sure that he understands you just like you should be understanding him, though.
What do you mean 3 sides?
Because he probably looks at it totally different than you look at it. Everything that you said, I'm sure he has an excuse, or he's thinking something totally different than what you're saying.
No, well, his point of view is that he works hard, and we're not appreciative, or I'm not appreciative, but when you don't change, that forced me to change. Like I said, this has been an ongoing thing. He hadn't even attempted to change his behavior. He's a very angry person. And he hasn't even attempted to change because, in his opinion, I don't think he thinks there's nothing wrong with what he does.
Hey, like I said, you've been with him for 13 years. We only been talking to you for about 2 minutes.
That's facts.
So you know more than we do. So if you feel like you need to get a divorce, I'm not going to sit here and tell you not to.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning. It's Porsche from Cincinnati.
You said pork or Porsche?
Porsche at the car.
All right.
Oh, you don't have one, though?
Working on it.
Okay.
What's up, bro? Get it off your chest.
Yeah. Hey, Charlamagne, I want you to give Skip Bayless donkey of the day, man. He had some real insensitive tweets that he put out about DeMar Hamlin. You know, that man is way disrespectful, and I think we need to find a way to bring awareness to his disrespectfulness.
Well, I've given Skip Bayless donkey of the day a couple of times, but I'm going to be honest with you. I think that people just don't like Skip Bayless because I didn't think that the tweets were necessarily insensitive. I think they might have been poor timing, but the questions he asked in those tweets, literally, not the next day because everybody learned from Skip Bayless, but Wednesday,
correct.
Thursday, and Friday, that's all they were talking about. All they were talking about was when to move the game.
Right.
You know, when will they reschedule the game? What happens? That's all they were talking about. So it might have been some poor timing, but I wouldn't call him insensitive.
Yeah, I mean, it's not cancelable. Like, they wanted to cancel him. What he said, I thought was insensitive at the time, but it's... Like you said, 2 days later, everybody had the same conversation.
I think I know people just don't like Skip Bayless.
Right,
you know what I mean? So it's like a comedian, right? If a comedian says something, even if it's not him trying to be funny or her trying to be funny during a time like that, people are just like, yo, you think everything's funny. When the reality is, no, that person was probably just making a statement. I think Skip was just made a poor timed statement. And you know what it made me think about?
What's that?
How soon is too soon? Because, you know, eventually you do have to have the conversation about what to do about the game.
But the thing is, we'd never seen anything this serious like this in football before.
Yeah.
So when I first seen it, I didn't know how serious it was. So, you know, those are some of the conversations as well. But I'm sure we'll talk about it some more later. Get it off your chest, 800-585-1051. When we come back, we got rumors. There was a fight inside a fight. Yeah, we'll explain it. 2 fights over the weekend. We'll give you all the details. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Right. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club.
And we really here. We back live. It's January 9th, 2023. What's happening? No more reruns.
Yes. All right. Well, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Meek Mill.
Rumor has it. Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on The Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Yes, on The Breakfast Club.
I told you we was getting rid of Rumor Report for 2023, okay?
He's going to call it something else?
This segment should be called the BS, because that's all we're going to discuss is a bunch of BS. That's all it is.
Yeah.
What's the BS of the day, Envy?
Well, let's start off with over the weekend, of course. Tank, Gervonta Davis, had a fight over the weekend out in D.C. where he won. He put him out in the 9th round, all right, before the 9th round.
That was a great card, by the way. Boots was on that card, too.
A great bunch of fights before the main attraction. Well, during the fight, I've never seen this before. Have you ever seen this where they actually had to stop the fight in the middle of a fight?
I've seen skirmishes in the crowd before, but I never saw the fight stop because of one. Maybe, I mean, the last thing that I can remember is this was way back when that dude parachuted in. I think it was a Mike Tyson fight. Remember the dude parachuted into the fight, into the crowd? Y'all don't remember that?
Nah, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Well, during the fight, they had to stop the fight in the middle of fighting, and that's because they're saying that Meek Mill got into an altercation with another boxer that was there. Now, they're saying Meek Mill allegedly got into I guess, going back and forth with the gentleman, because Meek Mill, of course, was there for Gervonta Davis. And I guess the other gentleman who was from D.C., Gary Russell, was going for Garcia. And they started getting into an argument. Things started getting a little crazy. You seen Gillian Wallow jump up to try to break it up, but that's what the reason was. That was the skirmish. Meek Mill was there with like 20, 30 people, and it could have got ugly. Meek Mill, he apologized for it. He said, I should have never let no petty ish escalate to somebody movie run. I just walked away. I came to support Tank and Boots. Good wins.
Yeah, it was the Riddick Bowe versus Evander Holyfield fight when the guy parachuted in. But you know what I want in 2023 more than anything?
What's that?
I want brothers to grow up. Okay, I want men to grow up. I want men to be able to have conversations with each other without that type of conflict always being the end result. Like, the fight had to be briefly stopped because...
Which is crazy.
Because of ego. Okay, and it's ego amongst people who are actually all doing well in life. Like, folks wonder why, I stress going to therapy so much, because as men have to figure out how to deal with that hurt, that pain, that anger we carry with us and end up projecting on other people over nothing. Like, that's nonsense to me.
Yeah, but it always goes too far, right? You in a crowd or you in a sports event and you're going, your team is playing another team, y'all going back and forth. But where did it go to the part where you wanted to fight?
That's my point. It's like we don't know any other conflict resolution. And salute to my good brother Wallow, man. Drop on the clues bomb for Wallow. For being the OG with high emotional intelligence who can intervene in situations like that. You know what I mean? Wallow is a grown man who, doesn't have to run around screaming. He's an alpha male.
Correct.
To actually be one.
Correct.
Right? Salute to my guy Wallow, man.
Yeah, I'm glad they squashed that problem, because it could have been nasty. Like I said, I see Meek there with 2030, and I think Gary Russell, the boxer, is from that area, so I'm sure he was there with a lot of people, so it could have got disgusted and nasty.
And by the way, you do not want no two-piece from no boxer. Y'all better stop sizing up these boxers and these MMA fighters and these UFC, because by the time your crew jump in, you already going to get caught with something nasty.
Right. Now, this next story, I actually don't even know how it fell in my lap. I think it's total BS. Morris Chestnut, he was on the Jennifer Hudson show, and they talked about some of the people he gets
come on, speak about it.
Mistaken
and
for.
Then speak about it, damn.
Very recently, for the first couple of times, they thought I was Charlamagne the guy. Yeah.
Hold on, let me look from this way. Anybody see that one?
Okay. So I think every bald-headed black dude, with a goatee, right?
Finally,
you do not look like him.
The truth
you do not
of the
look like
multiverse of baldness is being revealed. Y'all been out here trying to break my soul. Like I just be making stuff up. You heard it out of Morris Chestnut's mouth.
No.
Okay?
No.
All right?
He also said Tyrese Gibson, DMX, Tay Diggs.
He ain't say nothing about no damn DMX.
But
by the way, Tay Diggs don't look nothing like Morris Chestnut. Jennifer Hudson, you bugging a little bit now. Hey, hush your noise. Jennifer Hudson said that she can see it with Tay Diggs. Tay Diggs and Morris Chestnut don't look nothing alike.
Charlamagne and Morris Chestnut
that is a damn lie.
Alike.
And the problem is they used the wrong picture on Jennifer Hudson. You got to use a picture when I'm smithing and squinting like.
Yo, what is wrong with you,
You know what I'm saying? When I got on like a suit or something with like a nice button up. When you do that, when you see me smithing and squinting like this, and then you squint a little bit,
don't look at me
you
like
can
that.
see it.
Don't look at me like that.
You can see it.
Don't look at me
Drop
like that.
on the clues bombs for me looking like Morris Chestnut and Morris getting mistaken for me. Happens to me all the time.
Nah.
Older white women be like, oh, hi, Morris.
They must have been blind, like real older women, like can't see older women.
Can't break my soul.
And lastly, I'm not a comic book head. I know you are, Charlamagne, but they released this in a post and said the Joker is pregnant and is giving birth.
I don't know nothing about that stupid stuff, man. Leave me alone.
They said
with all
in the
that.
new Batman comic, it features the Joker becoming pregnant and giving birth to a handsome baby. I'm confused.
I'm not having those conversations in 2023. I was over the weekend. My daughter had a cheerleading competition, and I was in Atlantic City, and was having dinner with some of the other parents, some of the other cheer parents,
right?
And they was telling me about kids identifying as cats.
What?
And they got litter boxes in the schools.
What?
That's what I was like.
What are you talking about?
I'm like, man, you know what? As soon as I said that, I said, man, I need a double shot of 1942, man. I can do it. What the hell? I don't want to have these stupid conversations.
All
2023.
Right. Well,
leave me out of all of those.
Is your rumor report. Now, when we come back, we got front page news.
By the way, it is a comic book though, and you know what? Things like that should happen in comic books. Okay,
I've never been in a comic.
This is the comic book.
All right. Well, when we come back, we got front page news. We'll tell you about Joe Biden as he thanks the president.
What?
Yep, I said it right. I said it correctly, and we'll talk about it next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. All right. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Charlamagne the guy. We are the Breakfast Club. What?
Mad because Morris Chestnut finally revealed the truth that he gets mistaken for me, and now you want to break my soul.
He does
Can't
not
break
get
my soul.
mistaken for you, bro. All right, well, let's get to front page news.
You heard him on Jennifer Hudson.
He was lying.
Okay.
Now, in NFL football, the Chiefs beat the Raiders, Steelers beat the Browns, Vikings beat the Bears, Dolphins beat the Jets, Panthers beat the Saints, 49ers beat the Cardinals, Seahawks beat the Rams, the Broncos beat the Chargers, Jaguars beat the Titans, Bengals beat the Ravens, the Bills beat the Patriots, the Falcons beat the Buccaneers, Texans beat the Colts, Cowboys got washed by the Commanders, the Eagles beat the Giants, and the Lions beat the Packers.
I'm not even going to sit here and, defend my Cowboys getting washed by the Commanders, because the reality of the situation is I have no faith in my Dallas Cowboys in this wild card game against Tampa Bay. I had zero expectations at the beginning of the year after Dak got hurt.
Yep.
And we won a lot when I had no expectations. As soon as I started having expectations, Dak started being a very shaky quarterback, and our defense has been non-existent. So this week, I have zero expectations for my Cowboys against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Tom Brady is undefeated against the Cowboys. And my Dallas Cowboys are 1-4 when playing on grass, and we got to go to Tampa and play on grass. So I expect to lose.
Well, y'all play next Monday at 8:15. The Giants play at 4:30 on Sunday. The Jaguars play Saturday. Bengals play Sunday. Bills play Sunday. And the 49ers Seahawks play on
so
Saturday.
y'all going home before us?
No.
So I have a day to, at least clown the Giants fans, because y'all definitely getting beat by the Vikings.
Nope. Now, college football. Now, the national championship game is tonight. The TCU Frogs take on the Georgia Bulldogs. So that happens at 7:30 NCAA football, if you're into that.
Salute to Miss Pat. I saw Miss Pat made her way to the game to go see her Georgia Bulldogs play.
Okay.
In that championship game.
Now, Joe Biden, he talks about how great the president is doing.
I'm not being facetious. Well, President Harris led this effort to make things better in time.
Hey, man, give Super Freaky Grandpa some grace, man. He's 137 years old. All right?
Goodness
He's older than Stardust. All right? He's older than pyramids. In fact, people don't know who made Joe Biden. They think he might have been created by aliens, man.
My goodness. Now, Biden, the president, Joe Biden, talks about his immigration policies and Republicans trying to block it.
Congressional Republicans have refused to consider my comprehensive plan. And they rejected my recent request for an additional $3.5 billion to secure the border and funds for 2,000 new asylum personnel, another asylum officers and personnel, and 100 new immigration judges. So people don't have to wait years to get their claims adjudicated, which they have a right to make a claim legally. And the failure to pass and fund this comprehensive plan has increased the challenges that we're seeing at our southwest border. No one knows this better than the vice president.
Now, he talks about they're going to block Cubans, Venezuelans, and Haitians at the border, but they're going to also open up more legal pathways. And he had his first visit to the southern border since he's been president recently.
Yeah, I saw that. He's rejecting all Haitian, Cuban, and Nicaraguan asylum seekers who cross illegally, and he wants to cap entry from those places in Venezuela at a total of 30,000 a month. Mm-hmm. And they say he's deported 40,000 people to Haiti.
Yep.
Even though it's a lot of Haiti has a humanitarian crisis and gang violence. Mm-hmm. I know one, and I saw the press conference when he was talking about that, and it's just weird, man, because I promise you, if that was Republicans having those same conversations, Republicans using that same rhetoric, it'd be World War III on social media. Right. But it's just interesting to me that whenever the liberal media hears things like that from their liberal president, it's not the same fury. Mm-hmm.
Yep, and lastly, I just want to tell you guys that COVID deaths have spiked in December. There's a new variant. It's called XBB.1.5.
That sounds like a sneaker.
Yeah, that's what it's called, the XBB.1.5. They're saying that is the most transmissible yet. Just to give you a kind of like an update, in New York alone, they've seen a 30% spike in COVID deaths. So they're saying be careful out there, wear your mask if you're still around a lot of people, and don't just, because a lot of people just think it went away, but it hasn't. People are still dying, people are still getting sick, so be careful out there.
I didn't know it's just COVID, though, because there's so much stuff going around. It's COVID, it's the flu, it's that, the other one that sounds like a sneaker, what's it, an R&B? RSV?
3, yeah, it's RSV. I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what happened to RSV. I haven't heard much about RSV anymore.
But that's my point, it's still out there.
The album came and gone.
It's a lot of it didn't stay on the charts too long.
Not too long.
But no, for real, it's just a lot of things out there. How do you know it's just COVID?
You're right. You're absolutely right. I don't know. Well, just be careful out there. And that is your front page news. Now, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. We were talking earlier about the rumor report.
Yes.
And we were supposed to change the name of that.
We are changing the name of it. Because there's no such thing as rumors anymore. It's all just a bunch of BS.
Right.
Like, literally, we get on this radio every hour and we just talk about whatever BS is happening. And some of the stuff isn't even rumors. It's actual and factual things that existed.
So what is the question? What are we leaving in 2022, or what are we not doing in 2023?
What is not allowed in 2023?
All right.
You know what I mean? One example I gave of is, I want brothers to grow up. You know what I mean? I want men to grow up. I want men to be able to have conversations with each other, without, some type of conflict happening. You know what I mean? I want us to leave that immature behavior behind in 2023. Some of us should have been left it behind. I'm going to be 45 this year. You hear me? Okay? I can understand some of the young boys that's in their 30s, still having low emotional intelligence, but
in
no.
20s, 30s, you got to get it together.
But some of y'all, man, Lord have mercy, you 40 plus and you still on that type of time?
All right, so 800-585-1051. What are we not doing for 2023? Huh? What are we not doing? What are we
shouldn't
leaving?
lie about surgeries. Nobody should lie about surgeries.
I did not lie about my surgery.
If you got a nose job,
I did not get a nose job. I did not. They had to remove the polyps in my nose. It was a 2-hour surgery, and they had to remove the polyps.
Sure.
They said my voice would get back to normal in about 4 or 5 weeks. This is week 2, week 3.
Who you sound like?
Hi, this is Elmo's World.
I hate y'all.
Yeah, Elmo's very happy to see you.
I hate y'all.
And you've always sounded like him, by the way.
I hate y'all.
Now you really do.
800.
I don't know if Elmo's a he, though. Let me not.
I would ask you, it's okay to be different.
Yo, shut up. Yo, 800. How did y'all get them clips so damn fast? 800-585-1051. What are we not doing in 2023? It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's topic time.
Pick up the phone, baby.
Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Talk about it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Good morning. We are back.
What's happening?
Now, we're asking, what are we leaving in 2022? What are we not doing in 2023? That is the question.
What are we leaving in 2022? What are we not doing in 2023? I mean, honestly, the first thing that came to my mind, I was even thinking about this during the holiday break.
What's that?
Like, I just really want men to grow up. You know what I mean? More than anything, that's what I want. I want us to be able to have conversations with each other, without it always ending in some type of conflict.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I always stress, going to therapy so much, because it's men out here that have to deal with that hurt they got inside of them, that pain, that anger, you know what I mean? Because they carry it around with them and they just end up projecting it on the other people. And it's just, at this point, there's no excuse. Like, there's no excuse for you not to be doing, the work on yourself.
Right.
So for me in 2023, that's what I want. That's what I want people to leave in 2022.
Yeah, and I gotta agree with you, man. And not only the arguments, but I've been seeing too many brothers dying over nothing.
That's right.
Over jewelry or stupid arguments or something happening online or them arguing. Like, I don't want to see that anymore. I don't want to see other brothers, trying to destroy other brothers' lives. Like, we got to get to the point, and we got to help each other. Like, you know what I mean? And I've been seeing it too much. And like you said, especially this last 30 days, it's like, nah, we need to change that.
And another thing, it goes with what we're talking about. Can we leave the term alpha male in 2022? I'm so tired of hearing men describe themselves as alpha males. Like, I have never heard a bunch of men have to identify themselves so much. Like, who are you trying to convince? All the alpha males I know, they just show up and they be. But everybody else who wants to be a so-called man is always running around here saying, I'm an alpha male, I'm an alpha male. Okay, if that's your pronoun, I don't know, would that be considered a pronoun? All I'm simply saying is, I'm tired of hearing y'all say y'all alpha males, because if you an alpha male, you don't have to say it. You just show up and be.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
This is Shanae calling from South Carolina. I'm originally from Philadelphia, but I'm in South Carolina right now.
So you a you a South Carolina John now?
Oh boy.
No, I'm not a South Carolina John. They ain't got nothing on us up north.
That's a damn lie. Don't disrespect my state.
Talk that talk.
Oh, they do though. Their food is better.
The food is good, but they ain't got them cheesesteaks. But go ahead, talk to us,
man. You can't be hairy in peace in South Carolina. In Philly, you can just be as hairy as you want to be.
Shut up,
I learned how to cook all types of stuff being down here in the South. I kind of love it just because it's less violent, but I miss up north.
It is not less violent, but go ahead.
We talking about what you leaving in 2022. What you want 2023, mama?
We're gonna leave dogging out good baby mothers to these fake flexing almost 40-year-old baby fathers.
We gonna leave out dogging out good baby mothers.
Yeah.
So what is you saying? You want to be somebody's wife?
No, it's not even that. That's what I'm saying. Fuck all of being somebody's wife. Maybe one day. What I'm saying is, if you got a baby mother that's out here hustling,
and doing everything they're supposed to do and not giving the baby fathers no hard time. That means letting them move on, having a great life. And the only thing you ask them to do is be fathers to their kids. We're not going to praise them type of people no more. Because out here in the South, they praise that. If you look good, if you got money, they don't care about nothing else you got going on, and they be sitting here down in the women in the South in order to make the men look better.
Why are you making this a regional thing? This ain't no regional thing.
But yeah, you're right. They should be better fathers and better fathers in 2023.
Yeah, and I know a lot of guys who would love to have solid baby mamas. So salute to you.
But I think she's right. I think as men, we need to be better fathers in 2023. Make sure that we nurture our kids, we care about our kids, we love our kids. And most important, we listen to our kids.
Envy, you're right, but don't put us in that category.
Right.
She said baby fathers. I ain't nobody baby daddy.
You're right. I just said fathers.
I am somebody's husband.
You're right.
I am somebody's father.
You're right.
I ain't nobody baby daddy.
Okay.
Ain't no. That's just my baby daddy. Hell no, I'm not.
All right. Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Tony Fast out of Tampa, Florida.
Tony, what's up, man? What we doing more in 2023, bro?
In 2023, we doing more flossing and less art.
More flossing and less what?
Yes, man. People be trying to argue with this and still got pandemic Thanksgiving and they gone. I ain't arguing with nobody.
Oh, you mean flossing like brushing their teeth?
Oh.
Yes,
Please,
I'm with you on that. Go, take your ass to the dentist.
More trips to the dentist.
That's right. I'm
more
with you.
Cleaning.
That's
I
right.
agree with you.
I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you. Brush your goddamn tongue.
Soon as people go to brush their teeth, their gums go to bleed, man.
That's right.
Twice a day, in the morning and at night. And if you like me, when it's flossing after you eat.
That's right. Go get you a root canal. Your breath been stink for 3 years straight, and you keep trying to change your toothpaste and wonder why. Because you got 72 cavities.
Terrell, what's up?
What's going on, man?
What are we doing in 2023? What are we leaving in 2022, bro?
Hey, first off, good morning to you and Charlamagne.
Peace, King.
I don't know if Angela's there.
Angela doesn't work here anymore, sir.
She doesn't work on the Breakfast Club anymore.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, two things. Can we leave calling everybody a king in 2022? Because everyone's not a king.
No, I disagree with that.
I like the king, man.
I disagree with that.
I like the king.
I want to call my brothers king. I want to call my women queens. I think we need more of that in 2023, actually.
So you think a rapist should be called a king?
Jesus Christ, my God.
You had to go that far.
Who's doing that?
But my point is, everyone is not a king.
Bro, ain't nobody calling a rapist a king. We ain't say that.
Yeah, I'm not calling a rapist a king.
My God.
Goodness gracious, how'd you go here?
My point is, every time you speak to someone, you call them a king, but you don't know if they are a king. Like, you just call me a king, you don't know what my history is.
Well, I'm gonna call you a king until you show me otherwise. And by the way, I still might call you a king because you might need that reminder.
Well, I'm a soldier, put it that way.
Okay.
So I'm a leader, but I'm a soldier.
G Unit or No Limit?
I think No Limit.
Neither one.
Okay.
All right.
I'm from Detroit, born and bred. We move differently.
What up, though?
Okay.
So the other thing that can we leave Dr. Umar Johnson's everybody get lashes or his lashes thing in 2022 because he sounds like a slave master.
Well, let me ask you a question. Can a rapist get lashes?
You don't think a rapist should get a couple lashes? Okay. So what are you saying?
But he just said arbitrarily for everything for people he disagree with.
Well, okay.
So
it's the same thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Same rules apply.
Like,
I guess what you're saying is we got to use more discernment with our words. Is what you're saying.
I am my soldier.
Hey, you listen. You read the Bible, right?
Yes.
Okay, discernment is one of the main things you should have. Correct?
I agree.
All right then. So I want to say this real quick. Deion Sanders deserves no lashes.
I agree with you.
Now, Deion Sanders, he represents what it means to be a king.
He's a king. I agree with you 100%.
Do you have a good one, man? He said he didn't want to be called king. I had to call him soldier, right? I said it right.
I mean, he don't. I guess yes. Thank you for your service, soldier.
But is he a real
soldier? Exactly. Yo, he hung up. Is he a real soldier?
No.
If he a real soldier, yes. Thank you for your service.
All right. Well, 800-585-1051. What are we not doing anymore in 2023? Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Call me. And your opinion to the Breakfast Club topic.
Come on.
800-585-1051.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if we're talking about what we're not doing anymore in 2023.
What are we leaving in 2023? I mean, 2022. I'm going to tell you something else, man. I told you going into 2023, I really want to see people grow up. And it's crazy to be 44 years old and be telling other 44-year-olds that they need to grow up. But I do really want to see men grow up. I want us to be able to, have conversations with each other without conflict. That's why I'm always stressing brothers to go to therapy to deal with that hurt, that pain that they have inside them. But I'm going to tell you something else, man. I've been hearing a lot of 40-somethings have conversations about like money and wealth and things of that nature, and they're talking about it from the perspective of what they're wearing. That sounds so crazy. They're like, oh, such and such ain't getting no money because they not wearing designer, or they just started wearing designer. That is like the silliest, most foolish thing I've ever heard a 40-something-year-old human being say.
It doesn't have to be 40. It could be 30 or 20, or even basing their wealth off of jewelry or cars they have in cash that they could hold up to their ear.
My God.
Yeah, I think we need to leave that as well.
Salute to my good brother John Hope Bryan, man. John Hope Bryan says if the only assets you have is on your ass, you doing something wrong.
Absolutely.
So please, can we leave that in 2022 for all ages? But
all ages.
Especially, I cannot believe it's talking like that.
Nah.
That's crazy to me.
Hello, who's this?
My name is Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning, Charlamagne. I'm calling because I'm leaving behind non-loyal ass people and cheating guys. Because guys do not know how to be committed.
Oh, boy.
Well, stop dating everybody except for black men, because black men don't cheat.
No, black men are the cheaters.
Could you stop? Why are you telling lies like this? We should leave lying in 2022. Why would you tell such a tale?
Well, I'm sorry you got cheated on, mama. Yeah, and you're right. We should leave cheating ass women and men in 2022.
Ain't no black men cheating.
Nope.
Young black boys are cheating.
Well.
Black men are not cheating.
What do you consider TJ Holmes?
Huh?
Okay,
beige. All right. Okay.
Well, what is the age bracket for them not to cheat?
What do you mean? I think that we shouldn't. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you just said.
How old are you? How old are you?
How old are you, mama?
How old are you?
I'm 28.
And how old was the last white man that cheated on you?
A white man. Black man.
How old was he?
24.
He's still a little boy. That's what I'm telling you. He's still a young man. Like,
how old do it take to be a grown man?
Let me think. Let me see. I got there around 36, 37.
Oh, that's how long it took you to be a grown man?
It took me. I got there around 36. But I'm not saying that you should. I'm not saying you should wait that long, huh?
Aren't you married?
Yes,
you've been married before.
I've been with my wife.
It took him some time,
for
mama.
24 years. We've been married since 2014.
It took him some time, mama.
But I'm gonna tell you the difference, man. All jokes aside, seriously, it's all about being intentional about doing the work on themselves. If you're intentional about growth, if you're intentional about being a good man, you will go do the work on yourself. So you don't have women calling up to the radio station sad like how she sounds this morning.
She sounds very sad. All right. Well, when we come back, we got your rumor report. NBA YoungBoy, he's growing up. He just got married.
You see what I'm talking about?
What?
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. We'll talk about it when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club.
In here just getting used to the new studio, the new room. And let's be clear, the studio is still under construction.
It is.
Yeah, it's a lot of things that aren't quite in yet, but I like it. And the reason I like it because even when you think about the old Breakfast Club studio, go back and watch like the first Breakfast Club interview or conversation from 13 years ago. It looks just like this. All of that stuff you saw, eventually accumulated over time.
It's coming together.
Yeah,
And let me shout out to my daughter Madison. My wife went away for 20 days. She's on a all-girls trip vacation. What?
Your wife went away for 20 days on an all-girls trip.
Yeah,
Why?
this is day number 3 or day number 2.
Why?
Well, her friend works overseas in Thailand, so she wanted to visit her best friend. And since she was over there were certain places she wanted to go visit, Bali and this, that, and the other. And of course, I couldn't go because I can't take off. So she decided to go. So it's like a bunch of them. My assistant went with her, aunties went with her. So they all went out there, and they're going to be out there for 20 days.
20 days is a long time.
I know.
Now, and I said a week, I would understand. 20 days.
And I got the kids for 20 days. So like this morning, I had to make breakfast for them. I had to make lunch. I'm gonna pick them up today. So it's
She treating you like a baby daddy, bro. you don't get the kids, but ever so often. So she dropping them off for 20 days.
She dropped off
bro.
and ran off. Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah, so shout out to Madison, who's, she's in college, so she doesn't have to go back until, I think, the 21st or 22nd, so she's taking them to school every morning.
She's the oldest child.
She's the oldest, yeah. She's holding the fort down with me.
She's the third parent.
Yeah, she's holding the fort
That's
down.
how it goes down. It shouldn't be that way.
Absolutely.
It is.
He's like that sometimes. All right, well, let's get to the rumors. Let's start off with French Montana.
Rumor has it. Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Yes, on the Breakfast Club.
We're leaving the Rumor Report in 2022. I told y'all that already. But
we got to get new imaging and stuff. We'll do it today. All right, now, French Montana, he's in hot water. He was shooting a video outside of the Lickin', and 10 people got injured in a shooting. Now, the reason he's in hot water is the Miami Garden police are upset with him, saying he didn't get the proper permits, because if he had the proper permits, there would have been police presence, and they believe this wouldn't have happened. They believe this might have happened. A spectator, they believe, was watching and allegedly almost got robbed and allegedly pulled out a gun and started shooting. That's what they're saying. That's what they believe. All right?
Salute to the Godfather, Elvis
Shout out to Godfather Elvis Duran, who just walked by.
You know what I don't like about that situation is that they're blaming
on French.
The French and the Lickin'.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Lickin' don't have nothing to do with that.
Not at all.
Like, you can't control the actions of an individual. Now, I do agree with the police. You know, if they had the proper police presence there, that probably would have deterred somebody from, doing the shooting. So if French didn't have the proper permits, I understand that. But it's still not like French's fault, and it's damn sure not the Lickin's fault.
Not at all. And if you ever go to Miami or Florida, I know they have the Lickins all over the place in Florida. Right. Definitely go to the Lickin'. The fried lobster tail is amazing.
Oh my God.
The grilled lobster tail, anything out of there is amazing. So definitely try it.
Absolutely, positively one of my favorite restaurants on the planet. Dropping the clues bombs for the Lickin'. Speak to my guy E-Class. Mm-hmm. Yes, when I do go to that crazy state called Florida, whether it's Orlando or Miami, I will pull up to the Lickin'.
Absolutely. Now, also, French Montana says his documentary is almost done. It's done, and it's done.
Oh.
And it's produced by Drake. We don't have audio? I thought they said we had audio. No? Oh, you got it. Go ahead.
Documentary out here.
What's the name of it?
For Khadijah.
Yeah.
That's for my mother. She came out here and she sacrificed for us. My father had left and she stayed and she helped me with the whole, become who I became. So I dedicated to her. Drake is executive producing it.
Dope.
Yeah, so it's a real immigrant story coming from Africa, from Morocco, and just, to the hip hop culture in the Bronx, and really just being like in culture shock and just not knowing English when I was 13 when I came. And from there, just taking it from that.
I really want to see Drake more in his executive producer bag in 2023. Not just with, TV and film, but music as well. Because, Drake EP, some really dope shows. Top Boy.
Yep.
Euphoria. And just musically, I think Drake can help a lot of people too.
All right. And I'm looking forward to that documentary too, because if you don't know, French Montana was the dude that started those DVDs, the Coke Boy DVDs, and then he started rapping, and then he picked up Chinks, he picked up a couple of other rappers, so salute to French Montana. Now, also, NBA Youngboy, congratulations to him. Him and his girlfriend got married, Jazzy Michelle, his longtime girlfriend. So congratulations to them. They got married in Utah.
We're not calling him NBA Youngboy no more. His name is NBA Young Man now. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, last month he said he plans to move his whole family to Europe. He said he plans to stack some serious cash, and he wants to get out of the way.
Why Europe? Go visit Ghana, NBA Young Man. Go visit Ghana, and I think you'd like it over in the motherland a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of Ghana,
Europe?
Chance the Rapper and Vic Mensa, they did a huge festival and had over 50,000 people in Ghana.
Yeah, man.
Which is pretty dope. Performances included T-Pain, Erykah Badu, Jeremiah, Talib Kweli, and it was
Dave Chappelle
hosted by Dave Chappelle for a little bit. So that's pretty dope. So salute to Chance the Rapper and Vic Mensa.
Yeah, salute to Chance and Vic. I saw them when I was in Ghana. If my kids didn't have school and practice and everything else, I definitely would have stayed in Ghana for another week and went to the Black Star Line Festival. I went to Afrochella.
Yeah, how was that? How was your experience there?
Well, first of all, dropping the clues bomb for Ghana. I love Ghana. I've never been to Ghana. I've been to Johannesburg before, but I never had been to Ghana. Ghana is an incredible, incredible place, and I feel anchored to their ancestors right now. And I feel like I brought some of that strength that they possess back with me, because I went to Cape Coast Castle. And just the nightlife in Ghana. My God, I went to the strip club in Ghana. I don't even go outside.
I heard you went out.
I was out. Me and Louis V was in the strip club.
I know Louis V was like, yeah.
Simone.
He was like, yeah, Charlamagne went out. I said, went out where? To the club. I said, to the club?
I was everywhere.
He's like, he went out every night.
I went out every night. But you know why? Because it's a lightness in Ghana that the heaviness that you feel in America, you don't feel that, in Ghana. So I was literally out every night. And my God, and I will say this, the service in Ghana is terrible.
What you mean?
Meaning that they get to you and they get to you.
Okay.
All right.
That's like the Caribbean, though.
No.
A lot of times in the Caribbean,
not in places like Anguilla and Turks and Caicos, because they're big on tourism, so they have to be great when it comes to service. But the best service we got in Ghana was absolutely in the strip club.
Really?
All right. Salute to the Silver Fox.
The Silver Fox strip club.
My God. Okay. It was nothing but Afro beats playing.
Okay.
And beautiful melanated African women everywhere.
All right.
All right. And you can go in there and ball out. $30, you get a stack of money.
Shut up, man. Shut up, man.
You go in there with $30 or $100, you'll have a stack of, what they call them, CDs or SETIs or something.
I don't know.
Oh my God. We had a ball. Me and the wife had a ball in the strip club in Ghana. You hear me?
So for people who want to travel to Ghana, thinking about traveling to Ghana or about to travel to Ghana, what are 2 things they must do while they're in Ghana?
You got to go to one of the slave dungeons. You have to go to Cape Coast Castle or Elmina Castle. And you got to go to Silver Fox.
This guy's crazy.
You got to go to Silver Fox.
God.
You absolutely, positively have to go to Silver Fox.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Now, who you giving that donkey to, man?
4 after the hour, man. I need the Pittsburgh Steelers to come to the front of the congregation. This is a great way to start off the new year. Let's talk about reading the room.
All right. We'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkeys of the Day, ask Charlamagne.
I'm a Democrat, so being Donkey of the Day is a little bit of a mixed one.
So like a donkey. Yeehaw. Okay. Donkey of the Day. The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Now, I've been called a lot in my 23 years, but Donkey of the Day is a new one.
Hey, Donkey of the Day. First one for 2023, okay? Donkey of the Day for Monday, January 9th goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I've been disconnected from the internet because I've been busy just living life. All right, but this morning, my producers put me on to the fact that it's been some online outrage over the Steelers players celebrating a sack with their traditional CPR simulation. Have you seen this, Envy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people are upset because days after the incident that happened to Damar Hamlin, they still was doing this celebration. Now, I'm highly aware of how overly sensitive people, I'm highly aware of how overly sensitive people are nowadays, okay? As folks right now waking up, turning on the radio, going on social media, waiting to be triggered by something, okay? It's their whole reason for breathing, all right? And those types of people, that type of energy, we can't give oxygen to in 2023 because a lot of it is just noise, all right? It's a distraction. But this right here, I think, is worth a conversation. And I do want to use this opportunity to teach and encourage everyone to do something that we don't do a lot of nowadays, and that's read the room. Okay, I have a theory about room reading that I will be exploring in my new book. Yes, book 3 is on the way, but the theory is folks can't read the room because there's too many rooms. All right? It's too many people talking. It's too much noise. And a lot of people aren't thinking for themselves, okay? They literally are getting on social media and waiting to see, how to feel about things. So the room reading isn't really happening because it's too many rooms to read. And this situation right here is one where everyone in the Pittsburgh Steelers organization hasn't read any room, okay? Now, I understand the Steelers do this celebration all the time. I get it. But as soon as folks saw what happened with Damar Hamlin last week, someone should have said, hey, the CPR celebration, cut that, nix that, eliminate it, okay, suspend it until next season. All right, you had to know in this hypersensitive era where folks are looking to be triggered, that wasn't going to go over well. And what kills me about these types of situations is that there's too many people involved. So you telling me that nobody, not one person in the organization said, look, let's not do the CPR simulation celebration for the rest of the season in light of the circumstances, okay? This is the same thing with Skip Bayless. It's not that what Skip said was insensitive. It was poor timing. Because, yes, at some point, folks was going to have to discuss what happens with this game, okay? The Bills-Bengals game, but not right now, all right? This CPR celebration is fine any other time, but not right now, okay? And in 2023, what I want us to practice, is not just reading the room, but can we just have more awareness of others? All right, it doesn't matter what you do all the time. It doesn't matter how you do things, okay, every day. At certain points, we have to adjust, all right? We have to learn to pivot, all right? Especially when it comes to other people, all right? And that's the problem. Folks only want to be fluid, it seems like, in 2023 when it comes to sexuality, all right? We have to be fluid with everything, all right? Be like water. We have to be formless, okay? We shouldn't allow ourselves to be trapped in any certain mindset. A person should be able to adapt to certain situations, okay? You got to grow. You got to change. That's how you adopt the qualities of water. In fact, Bruce Lee can explain it better than me. Listen.
Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
2023, learn to be water, my friends. Be formless. Just because you've been doing something a certain way doesn't mean you have to always do it a certain way. Please give the Pittsburgh Steelers the biggest hee-haw. Now, am I off with this, Envy? What do you think?
Nah, I don't think they were mocking the situation, but it was tone deaf. It was classless. It was stupid, silly.
Yeah, I know they weren't mocking it. Yeah. I know they weren't mocking the situation.
It was very dumb.
I don't even think I wouldn't even call it classless. I just think that they're used to doing it all the time.
Yeah, but like you said, you got to read
habit.
It just happened.
That's right.
We're all saying 3. We have the number 3 on our jerseys.
That's
we have
right.
number 3 on our T-shirts, and then you do that. It's just stupid and silly.
You got to read the room, and you have to be like water. Just come up with another celebration. Right. You know, for the rest of the season, in light of the circumstances.
Nah.
Now, what are we going to talk about now? We're going to talk about your nose job or something else?
I don't have a nose job.
And we got a nose job over the holidays, y'all. So if you're wondering why he sounds, like Michael Jackson.
Hi, this is Elmo's World.
Elmo.
Yeah, Elmo's very happy to see you.
No, that's...
Hi, Eric. Look, it's Larry.
All right,
It's Elmo Jackson. If you're wondering why Envy sounds like Elmo Jackson, it's because he got a nose job.
Not
it looks
true.
good, though.
I didn't get a nose job. I had polyps in my nose. My wife said I was snoring a lot. I went to the doctor because I was scared that I would have sleep apnea or something like that. They said I had polyps. They thought it was going to be a 20-minute procedure. It wound up being a 2-hour procedure where they took all the polyps out, and now I can smell Alaska from here. I can breathe a lot. I'm not nasally.
What the hell does Alaska smell like?
Cold.
You did it good too, though, because you waited during the holiday break. You knew we have 4 weeks off. That's what a lot of people don't do. You know what I mean? A lot of people like to get BBLs in the middle of the year when they still got to be at work.
It was not that type of surgery. They didn't touch my nose like that. They went inside the nose.
Shaved off right here.
No, I didn't get any. There's nothing shaved off, and I couldn't travel because you can't travel with it. You can't be around places where they smoke, whether it's hookah, cigarettes, or weed. So I couldn't be in a club. So I was home for the last 3 weeks, and they said you properly heal in 2 more weeks.
The nose job and the cheek fillers is enough. Don't do any more.
Oh my goodness. All right, but anyway, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. We're talking about Gabrielle Union. She's talking about her previous relationship to former NFL player Chris Howard. And this is what she said.
Keeping up with his activities. And I was like, oh, that's what you're doing? Oh, you're going to feel this one. Right. And
okay.
I just felt entitled to it as well. I was paying all the bills. I was working my ass off. And I felt that that's what comes, the spoils of riches. Yeah. And like my dad before me, whoever has the most gets to do whatever the hell they want, is what I thought.
Yes.
And it was just dysfunctional from day one.
Yeah.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. If you pay the bills in a relationship, can you do whatever the F you want?
Can we start talking about toxic femininity in 2023? I'm tired of women acting like they don't think just like men do. My God.
800-585-1051. Is there any truth to this? If you pay the bills in a relationship, can you do what you want to do? Is it your place? You can say whatever you want to say. You can do whatever you want to do. You can buy whatever you want to buy. It's your decision. Let's talk about it.
All we about to hear from is a bunch of people in toxic relationships. There ain't no healthy relationship functioning like this, but we'll discuss. Let's discuss.
It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Talk about it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Gabrielle Union. She was talking about her dysfunctional marriage, as we're going to call it today. Talking about who makes the money in a relationship and how things play out. So we're asking 800-585-1051. If you pay the bills in a relationship, does that mean you can do what you want to do?
No. And that is some of the most toxic rhetoric I've heard. And yes, I've heard that a lot in my life. The Gabrielle Union is not the first person I've heard that from. You know, it's usually coming from men who feel like since they're making all the money, they can do what they want. But that's financially abusive, right? Because you're literally paying to dog someone out. Yeah. That's whack.
You know, that's the second time I heard that term this morning, financially abusive.
That's where I got it from. I got it from the woman who called in earlier.
Yeah, I've never heard that before, but it is because it's like if you're in a relationship, if you're married, it should be in a point where it's 50-50. You make decisions together. It shouldn't be like, well, I pay the bills, I'm gonna do this. I pay the bills, you might as well stay by yourself.
And money has nothing to do with, you know, the peace of mind, correct, that you should want to bring to your significant other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't want to hurt you mentally, hurt you emotionally, which would result in, you know, hurting you physically and spiritually just because I'm the breadwinner. No, I don't want to pay to dog you out. Like, that's ridiculous to me. And you're just expecting the person to have to deal with that because you pay all the bills? Nah,
that makes no sense. Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is D from Lafayette, South Carolina.
Oh, Lord, you calling from the 843. I know you about to say something nutty.
You already know. Nah, but it's some real. It's the same imperialistic mindset that has our whole society corrupt.
Okay.
You know, the idea of I have more or I own more, therefore I do as I please is kind of toxic beyond the relationship foundation. You know what I mean?
I agree. That it's actually a slave master mentality. Like you've adopted the mindset of your oppressor thinking like that.
Absolutely, yeah. And those things keep all the two roots of our lives. And that's one of them.
Word.
All right.
Salute to everybody in Lansing too, man.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, Aki, what's up?
Aki, what's up, brother? Talk to us, man. We're talking about if you pay the bills in a relationship, what does that mean, bro?
I mean, you wear the pants. Like, you can't be bringing no other people home and stuff like that. You can do what you want within reason.
So, because you make the money, you're saying you wear the pants, so you get to decide everything in the crib. Is that what you're saying, Aki?
Within reason.
What's within reason?
You can't be bringing no other people home. You can't do what you want like that.
So what can you do? So what are you saying you can do, Aki?
You can buy a big screen TV. You want.
You just can't.
You want, whatever.
You can't cheat on me, though.
No, you can't do all that.
I'm with you. I would rather be with somebody who's doing just okay
but
financially.
He's saying he can do what he want to do. He can say he can buy big screen TVs. He can buy cars. He can do all that because he's bringing them in the money.
I'm fine with that. I'm just not cool with the, I can cheat. You know what I mean? I think you got to be more specific with this question.
Nah, see, I'm not even fine with that because, so that's saying because your wife can't buy a TV because she's not bringing in the money?
Bro, my wife don't ask me to buy nothing. Yeah, I know your wife don't ask to buy nothing either.
No, but that's what he's saying. He's saying that he can buy whatever he wants.
All of us suffer from having Amazon packages all in the house all the time and asking, what is this? Who is this? My oldest daughter and my wife buy what they want. I don't...
My kids go crazy
That's
with
what
Amazon.
I'm saying. So it's just like when it comes to buying stuff, I ain't tripping off that, you know, but I'm talking about the cheating. Like, you can't cheat on me just because you make more than me. I'm with you.
No, I ain't playing that game with y'all. Thank you, brother.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Hello, who's this?
It's Elroy like the Jets.
Elroy like the Jets. Talk to us, Elroy.
Happy New Year, my guys. Happy New Year. Nah, that don't, what she talking about make no sense at all. Absolutely zero sense. That ain't how they shit work. Words work, none of that. Life don't even work like that.
I agree with you. I would rather be with somebody who's doing okay financially than be with someone with more money than me who has the mindset that they can cheat on me and treat me any kind of way just because they got more bread than me.
Right.
Hell no.
Well, 800-585-1051. We're talking about Gabrielle Union, talking about because she pays the bill, she can do what she wants in a relationship. All right, we'll talk about it more when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Call me. And your opinion to the Breakfast Club topic. Come on. 800-585-1051.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Gabrielle Union. She was talking about a former marriage that she was in, and it went like this.
Keeping up with his activities. And I was like, oh, that's what you're doing? Oh, you're going to feel this one.
Right.
And
Okay.
I just felt entitled to it as well. I was paying all the bills. I was working my ass off, and I felt like that's what comes, the spoils of riches.
Yeah.
And like my dad before me, whoever has the most gets to do whatever the hell they want, is what I thought.
Yes.
And it was just dysfunctional from day one.
Yeah.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. So we're talking not just buying things. We're also talking about.
I'm talking about cheating
she can
specifically.
swing the vagina wherever she wants because she paid the bill.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that she said,
no way,
because she had more money, she should be able to cheat.
No.
Having more money in a relationship does not give you a license to cheat. And like I said last break, I'd rather be with someone who is doing okay financially than be with someone with more money than me who has the mindset that they can cheat on me and treat me any old kind of way, because it's not worth your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical health.
Right.
Because think about how many yeast infections you're going to be getting because this person is out there sleeping around. Think about all the STDs that you could get. You know what I mean?
Now, I will say this, not too many call, but I do know a lot of men feel that way. A lot of men feel like, look, if I bring in the bread, you ain't got to do nothing. I could do what I want to do, and you just got to sit there and take
Don't put that on us, because all I hear is men calling up saying that.
I said some brothers feel that way. I didn't say all men. I said some brothers feel that way.
I've heard that before in my life, but this is a new day and age. These women are way more toxic than us men are. Us men are out here healing, you know what I mean, going to therapy and trying to be better humans. I really wish women would do the same.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning. My name is Pam.
Hey, Pam. Pam, you said Pam?
Hi. Yeah, Pamela.
Hey, Pamela. How are you? You sound of Caucasian descent.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Are you Caucasian?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Pam. We appreciate you. Thank you for calling. How are you?
I'm all right. Getting off night shift, so just dealing. But I did hear about the whole Gabrielle Union.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I don't completely agree. I mean, it does depend on the situation. Why is he not contributing, number one? But it does depend on the situation. Like, is he between jobs, or is he just being lazy and not contributing? It does depend on that. But given a healthy situation, maybe he's between jobs or something, you should just be doing whatever you want just because you pay the bills. Yeah. I think that if you're an adult, you should use your brain, number one. But number two, I do think that you should have some consideration for the other person. You have to reevaluate your situation, because if you think you can just go out and do whatever you want because you pay the bills, then maybe that relationship you're in is not as healthy as you think.
I agree with you, Pam, and I think people forget that, you know, we make these vows, and we make these vows in front of God, and there's no sickness and in health, you know, richer or poorer. So even if a person is in between jobs, that's not when you say, you know what, I'm going to go out here and cheat because this person is in between jobs and I got more money than them.
Nah.
You got to hold it down.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, good morning, y'all. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, brother.
She is going on 17. My wife and I never had any financial quarrels. I'm the breadwinner, always have been, but she runs the show because I'm the fourth child.
You the what?
I'm the fourth child. Like, we got three. I'm the fourth one.
I would say what you say. Yeah, I could be the breadwinner, but my wife runs the ship. She drives the ship. She takes care of everything.
My wife is the CEO of the house. She's
Absolutely.
the CEO of the family.
I'm gonna tell y'all what, right? So she had a best friend that died in 2020, and his wife, they were well kept. So we bought them a car. She bought it. She said, we paying us $500 for the car, and we were going to get her in there. But that didn't get to happen because life happened. But yeah, man, so she runs financials. I had nothing to say about it. We bought the young lady a car.
What kind of car did y'all buy for $500?
It was a 2007 Honda Accord, yeah. I could get somebody to look at it, but it's pretty expensive.
How many miles was on it? Had to be over 200,000 if it was $500.
Nope, 143. It was a blessing.
Okay.
$500? Wow.
500. It's not running right.
That sounds about right. You get what you pay for, sir. I mean, that sounds about right. All you really did was buy some parts.
That's it.
That's what you did.
That's a fact.
That's it.
I don't know what the moral.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know how we got on the Honda conversation. But,
I don't know. Well, what's the moral of the story?
You know, this is just that's financially abusive. It's financially abusive to say because I have more money than you, I can cheat on you and treat you any old kind of way. Like, you should not want to be in a relationship with nobody like that, because the reality of the situation is that person doesn't respect you.
Right.
That's it. If a person has that mindset, they simply do you. And, you know, anything that's not rooted in respect can't grow.
All right. Now, when we come back, we got your rumor report. We're going to be talking about something that's been happening for the last couple of months.
You getting a nose job.
Snitching. We're talking snitching when we come back.
Is that why you got your nose job done? So you can speak clear and snitch? You want the police to hear you?
All right. Well, we get to the rumor report next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Hey, morning, everybody. I'm DJ MV Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
That's right. Happy to be back, man. One of us got cosmetic surgery over the holidays.
I did not get no damn surgery.
MV got a nose job.
That is not true.
MV. He got a nose job and some cheek fillers. So if he sounds like Elmo Jackson this morning, That's why.
Hi, this is Elmo's World. Yeah, Elmo's very happy to see you.
When did doctor say your voice gonna be back to normal?
It's back to normal now, but I'm fully healed in 5 weeks. I got surgery on my nose.
Healed in 5 weeks.
Because
he got a BBL on his nose.
Because I had polyps in my nose. I was snoring a lot. I was scared I was going to have sleep apnea, so I got surgery so I wouldn't have the polyps. They didn't touch my nose anyway.
Bro, you don't have to explain why you got a nose job. It's
I didn't get a nose job,
bro.
man.
Do what makes you happy, King.
All right, well, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk snitching.
Rumor has it, rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
on the Breakfast Club.
And we leaving the rumor report in 2022. I've been saying that all morning because, this segment isn't supposed to be called the rumor report anymore.
No.
It's supposed to be called the BS.
Yeah.
Because that's all we're reporting on, the BS that happens.
That's right. Well, Rashawn Casey, who's an actor, a thespian, he's in East New York, which is on CBS. You could catch
That's why you got the nose
every
job.
Sunday at 8:30 p.m.
That's why you got the nose job. Hollywood.
Now, last night, Rashawn Casey, who plays DJ Authentic,
stupidest DJ name ever,
who had some ties with the drug cartel. Well, something happened yesterday, and did Rashawn Casey, DJ Authentic, snitch?
For providing information leading to the arrest of someone who shot a cop. Oh, that's very valuable information, and you might seriously consider that coming from you.
So you saying no jail time?
I can't make that call, but I'll say there's a good chance no jail time.
So I'd tell you where Kiki is. Santiago's just gone. Let it go.
Santiago's is over and done. As soon as they quit making money, their enforcers and foot soldiers are gone. And what this comes down to is either they sending you to prison or you sending them.
If that's the case, I'm not going in.
Do what you gotta do.
So you've been typecasted is what you said.
Ah, man.
I told you that you was going to snitch on this show.
I ain't snitched the first time, though.
Well,
the second time, they had some more information.
You telling me no jail time?
No jail time. So definitely check out East New York on CBS each and every Sunday, all right?
And check out his nose on East New York, because that was before he got the nose job. Okay?
All right, well, let's talk about some more fake stories. Now, Morris Chestnut was being interviewed, and he said he gets mistaken by who?
Very recently, for the first couple of times, they thought I was Charlamagne the guy. Yeah.
Hold on, let me look from this way. Anybody see that one?
Okay. So, I think every bald-headed black dude, with a goatee, right?
I don't like how you set that up. Let me set that up a little bit better.
Oh,
Morris
boy.
Chestnut was on Jennifer Hudson's show.
Oh, boy.
And Morris Chestnut decided to finally just acknowledge what I've been trying to tell y'all for years, that he gets mistaken for me all the time. Can we play the clip again, Ray?
Oh, my goodness.
Very recently, for the first couple of times, they thought I was Charlamagne the guy.
Charlamagne?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me look from this way. Anybody see that one?
Don't look too hard, Jimmy.
Okay. So, I think every bald-headed black dude, with a goatee, right?
It's amazing how all morning long y'all been trying to break my soul in regards to Morris Chestnut saying he gets mistaken for me. But let me tell you something. I am handsome. Okay? I know I'm handsome. All right? And guys like myself and Morris Chestnut, we old school handsome. Okay?
Old school
we that old school handsome that older ladies appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Your grandma, your aunties, they be like, boy, that damn Charlamagne handsome, ain't he?
Well, they also said he looks like Tay Diggs, too. Do you look like Tay Diggs?
That's stupid.
No, it's not.
He looks nothing like Tay Diggs. That's just silly.
Nope.
And Tyrese, sit your ass down, Tyrese. Tyrese had some things to say on Instagram in regards to people saying Morris gets mistaken for me.
What'd he say?
All right. I don't even remember what Tyrese said, but I don't know why Tyrese was on me so hard. Tyrese, what more do you want from me? Huh? What more do you want from me, Tyrese?
And lastly, Dana White. He's the UFC honcho. I believe he owns UFC. Mm-hmm. Him and his wife got into a physical altercation on New Year's Eve. This happened out in Cabo San Lucas nightclub.
And see, this is not even a rumor. This is just some BS.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we need to change this segment to the BS.
Yeah, I guess him and his wife got into an argument. I guess whatever happened, she reacted by slapping him across his face, and he slapped her right back. Before friends jumped in and pulled them apart, and then it just went away.
I saw D.L. Hughley saying that if this was Antonio Brown or Chris Brown, this would be more of an issue, and why isn't the media, covering this? And the reality is the media is covering it. I think that when people say things like that, what they actually mean is, how come we not talking about it? I keep telling y'all, Black Twitter is the engine that makes so many of these stories go. If you want something to be an issue, you make it an issue. You know what I mean? But I also don't know what the consequences of Dana White doing that would be.
Right, because he owns his own company, right?
I don't know if I don't think he owns UFC.
No,
I think he's the president of UFC. But I just don't know what would the consequences be other than criminal, right? And if the wife don't press charges, what do we expect to happen? I don't know.
Right. All right. Well, she said they've been married for almost 30 years. She said to say this is out of character for him is an understatement. She said nothing like this has happened before. Unfortunately, we were both drinking too much on New Year's Eve and things got out of control on both sides.
Remind me to give him a donkey of the day tomorrow, just to have it archived.
All right.
But I tell you one thing: whether it's your wife or any woman, a woman put hands on you, you better run. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna never ever come out clean.
No,
putting your hands on a woman.
Absolutely.
In no way, shape, or form. If you ain't got other homegirls around you to handle the situation, you better run.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Now, up next is the People's Choice Mix. Get your request in 800-585-1051. We'll be back. It's the Breakfast.
Are you gonna really start mixing in 2023? Or are you still telling that lie that you've been telling for at least 10 years now?
No, what you mean? I mix every morning. What are you talking about?
Where you gonna mix at? Because we got a new mixer booth. I see the new mixer booth.
I'm set up in the booth.
All right, I'm gonna be here. Make sure y'all record Envy if he goes in there and mixes, and make sure you record him if he doesn't.
All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Back to work. This is our first day back in 4 weeks. Feels good. Feels amazing. New studio, new space, new energy. I like this spot so far.
I absolutely do feel refreshed, and I like this new space.
Mm-hmm.
And our producers and everybody else, they keep trying to put stuff up in here,
right?
And I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to bring any old energy from the new space. You know what I mean? There's a few things that I want to put up in here, but let's keep it clean. And let's see, the thing about the old studio is what you saw for the past 13 years. Those are things that just accumulated over time.
Correct.
So let that happen here.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Let it happen here organically over time.
All right. Now, let me shout out to, again, everybody been asking me. Yes, Charlamagne, I did get surgery on my nose. It wasn't a nose job. It was not a nose job. I got surgery. No, I got surgery on my nose. I was having polyps. My wife said I was snoring. I was scared to, get sleep apnea and die in my sleep. So I wanted to get it tested and checked out. They said it would be a 20-minute surgery. Wound up being a 2-hour surgery. I had so many polyps and things in my nose. They cleared it out. I can actually smell a lot better. It's not nasally. I'm not sneezing. I don't have the allergy effect anymore. So it's really, really great. So I want to say that if you're having those problems, definitely get it checked out. Get it looked at. I don't know if you have the same problem as I did, but definitely it'll help you with breathing.
What's easier, customizing your car or customizing your nose? Like, how do you pick a nose?
And also shout out to my daughter Madison. My wife went away for 20 days. She went on a girl's trip to Thailand, Phuket, and Bali, and all that. She went out with her girl. So it's daddy daycare for the next 20 days. Like, really, really, like.
She treating you like a baby daddy, bro.
What you mean?
Meaning that you don't take care of your kids. So here, you gonna have them for the next 20
Drop
days.
Up for run.
Your visitation for the next 20 days. This is what your visitation look like.
And then also, I wanted to ask you about Ghana, because you talked about it all morning long, that you went to Ghana for a week or so, and you had an amazing time, right?
Yeah, I took the family for Ghana. That was our holiday trip, man. And Ghana is just amazing. When you go to Ghana, you really feel anchored to the ancestors. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different type of connection in Ghana, and especially coming from, South Carolina. Like, there was, parts of Ghana, especially when we went to go visit, like, the waterfalls and go visit Cape Coast Castle. Like, there's so many parts of Ghana that look like South Carolina in the 80s. Like, it looks like how I grew up. Like, the dirt roads, the woods, the clothes hanging on the line, like even how some of the houses, like they got with the tin roofs and the wood that's not so good. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like you could feel the connection, especially coming from South Carolina, which makes sense because we have the International African American Museum opening up this year, and it's built on this pier called Gadsden's Wharf, and that's where like 50% or 60% of all enslaved Africans came, through that port from West Africa. And if you look at it on a map, it's a straight shot. So it was just like a real, I don't want to say surreal, but a real interesting feeling knowing that where you're from, where I'm from in South Carolina, and where our ancestors are from in West Africa, it's like that connection. Like, you see why we do a lot of the things that we do. And I saw so many people that look like people I know over there. Like, I seen this one dude look just like Ghostface. Another dude I saw looked like a tall Beanie Siegel.
Really?
I saw like 3 or 4 people that look like my good sister Dolly Bishop. Like you see people over there that look like people but man, I love Ghana. So I got property in Ghana too, and I'm going to get more.
How long was the flight?
From New York, it was 9.5 hours going, 11 coming back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right, well, when we come back, we got the positive note. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. First day back in our new studio. Feels good.
Yeah, man. First day of the next 10 years, that is.
Feels great. So you got a positive note?
Yes, the positive note is simply this, man. Attract what you expect, reflect what you desire, become what you respect, mirror what you admire. That's what I want you to think about in 2023. Attract what you expect, reflect what you desire, become what you respect, mirror what you admire.
Breakfast Club, bitches! Y'all finished or y'all done?